Tinubu Tinubu sends Shettima to London to visit Ailing Buhari amid health concerns. Good day, my dear listeners. Yes, I bring to you another news that states that the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sent his Vice President Kashim Shettima to London to visit Buhari as he's sick. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently directed Vice President Kashim Shettima to fly from Addis Ababa to London to check on former President Muhammadu Buhari, who is reportedly receiving treatment in a London hospital. Shettima had been in Ethiopia on the invitation of Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, attending the launch of Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative and holding discussions on agricultural development. But a source told this day that once Tinubu learned of Buhari's health condition, he immediately instructed the vice president to divert his travel plans and see the former leader. The source said the president wanted Shettima to convey his goodwill message, ensure Buhari's needs were being met and report back on his recovery. There have been reports that the former president was seriously ill, but his former aide, Bashiru Ahmad, dismissed the report that he was in intensive care. Ahmad stated on X, in light of the recent media report suggesting that former President Muhammadu Buhari is critically ill and has been admitted to the intensive care unit (ICU), we find it necessary to set the record straight. It is true that former President Buhari is unwell and is currently receiving medical attention. However, contrary to the exaggerated claims circulating in the media, he is stable and responding well to treatment, and we are optimistic about his full recovery. We appreciate the outpouring of prayers and goodwill from his supporters and well-wishers around the world. We continue to pray for his complete and speedy recovery. According to the source, Shettima arrived in London in the early hours of Monday, spent hours with Buhari at the hospital and linked him up with Tinubu over the phone. The vice president reportedly also used the opportunity to visit former head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, who was also in London recuperating. The source said Vice President Kashim Shettima flew to London on Sunday night, arriving in the early hours of Monday. He visited the former president in the hospital and spent hours with him after delivering President Tinubu's message of concern and wishes for a quick recovery. As a matter of fact, I think the vice president connected both the president and his predecessor on the call before leaving the ailing former president. I am told he also visited former head of state, General Abdulsalam Abubakar, who at the time was also in London recuperating. However, the visit remained under wraps When asked about it, the senior special assistant to the president on media and communications, Office of the Vice President, Stanley Nkwocha, said he was aware Shettima had traveled but could not confirm whether he met the two former leaders. "I do not know where you got your story from. I am just hearing about General Buhari and General Abdulsalam Abubakar's visit from you. Anyway, yes, the VP was in London but on a purely private visit and came back to Nigeria the same Monday," he said. "And since it was a private visit, which I was not privy to, his engagement or lack thereof would remain in the realm of speculation, and hence the publicizing or not of such a visit cannot come up. Buhari's health has long attracted public interest, especially during his presidency, when his London medical trips were a recurring feature, including one that lasted 104 days. During his 8-year tenure as Nigerian's president, Muhammadu Buhari became widely known for his frequent foreign medical trips, particularly to the United Kingdom. These trips, often shrouded in secrecy, sparked national debate and criticism, especially given Buhari's earlier campaign promises to end medical tourism and improve Nigerians' healthcare system. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.